Hello. How's it going, everybody? It's Cece. Good morning to everyone, and good night to all you crazy cats out there on your phones past your bedtimes. I'm here with another OC review video. If you're unsure how these work, you can watch previous videos, which I will link in the description, or read my explanation, which will also be in the description as well. Check it out. The OCs I'm reviewing today are by Elder Knights on Instagram, so give me a sec to pop this email open and read this. For all of you who don't know, I'm about to read their OC's description. The OC that I'd like to send in is a bit of a weird one. Her name is Holly Ida, and she's a robot. She's got a fairly light skin tone, plastic flesh with blush at the joints to make her seem more alive. Her hair is segmented. Her hair splits down the middle with the front pieces coming down and tucked behind her ears with a couple strands in front of the ears. Her hair is a bit of a lighter green, much like the skin of your sauna. Ooh, that's cool. Her eyes are the same color and she has a sort of squarish nose. She often wears a black tank top with a green skirt and black stockings. She's a bit curvy but slim in the abdomen. Well, this one sounds fun. There's so many different details and things, and I'm excited. However, I feel like mine's gonna be like way off, which is actually a good thing, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna draw this, and I will see you in a bit. Alright, now that I'm done designing her, let me just explain why I made her the way she is, in my drawing at least. So allow me to read from her description again. Her name is Holly Ida, and she's a robot. She's got a fairly light skin tone, plastic flesh with blush at the joints to make her seem more alive. Now, I was going to give her a more human flesh tone, like a lighter oranger color, but I thought that a pink would look nice because it would make her look like more synthetic and more like someone tried to make her look like a human but didn't quite like work out very well. So you can still tell she's a robot, but she has some semblance of being a human. So she has a very pinkish skin tone, which also kind of works out with the color of her hair, which she says here. Her hair is a bit of a lighter green, much like the skin of me. Her eyes are the same color, and she has a sort of squarish nose. I actually made the mistake of thinking when she said her eyes are the same color, that she meant just like in general her eyes are the same color, but I think she meant her eyes are the same color as her hair, so that was my mistake. But I kind of like how her eyes look here. It was kind of the look I was going for. Pause real quick and say sorry if there's any background noise. I'm recording on a different day now, and there's people doing work outside, so like, sorry if you hear like, I don't know, like drilling or people talking or something. Sorry. Anyways, I wanted to bring something up because I know people are gonna be like, oh, Cece, why did you make her body all square and stuff when they said that it was curvy? So I'm going to explain that, and I think I'm going to teach you guys a little bit of something too. So allow me to explain myself. In art there are, well, more than two, but kind of two kinds of shapes. Organic and geometric shapes. Organic are anything that's based off of something you would see in life, and geometric are based on things that are kind of all human-made, like buildings and machinery, usually straight lines and things like that. While organic shapes are exactly what they sound like. There are things that are organic looking, round, circular, irregular shapes, usually mechanical or geometric why did I say mechanical? Geometric shapes are symmetrical on both sides, while organic shapes are usually asymmetrical. If you want a good example of organic shapes in art, you can look at Georgia O'Keeffe. Literally, like, everything she does is just organic matter and things from life. And here's a good example of organic versus geometric shapes. This is A Skull in a Pot by Georgia O'Keeffe. That's not the title, but that's what it is. And you can tell that the pot isn't natural just by looking at it. It's a man-made pot. It was cracked. And yet the skull looks very natural, very curvy. It has very organic shapes to it. So it gives this kind of contrast. It gives a kind of contrast to it. So why does any of this matter? Looking back at my design, you can see where I have geometric and organic shapes. In the head, I have organic shapes, and the curves, quote unquote, they're very geometric. The reason I did this was because I wanted the curves to look, well, not too curvy, because then it would look like a human. But giving it kind of a fake curve by making her chest bigger than her waist makes her look more like a robot and more of a geometric, mechanical shape. I also wanted to point out that the curvature of the hair, where it kind of makes that, curvy shape, is also reflected on the bottom half of her and her dress. I like to make designs where the top half and the bottom half kind of have some kind of matching element to it. It really balances out the whole thing. Alright, now that I'm done with my stupid tips, I'm gonna finally look at the original art and compare it. Well, mine is like totally different. But that's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Well, now I can compare the two and give my critique of the original drawing. Now, both of our characters have very different interpretations, and that's fine because there's not just one way to make a character, and we both obviously have very different art styles, and that's okay too. It's interesting to see how two people can draw the same thing and it's completely different. So enough about mine, I'm gonna just start the critique. Before I start, can I just say that I really love your art style. I love how the head is like very square on top. It's like so unique and the face is so cute and I really like it. It's adorable. Just reminding everybody that I'm not going to be critiquing the art styles unless people ask me. I'm just going to critique like the character itself. Alright, so here we go. Looking at her, my first thought is that she kind of looks more like a doll than a robot. Because I know a lot of people make doll OCs and they look very similar with the joints and everything. If you wanted to make her look like more like a robot, I have a few suggestions. You could do the curves idea I had before, making it more of like a squarish body type, but I can tell that you really like her looking like this. So maybe just make the skin more of a metal-y color, or possibly giving her antenna or something that would make it different than a doll, that like something a doll wouldn't have, you know? And now I'm just going to talk about colors for a little bit because I really love the colors though, like how it's pink and green, because pink and green match well together and I like that combination if you can't tell already. And but I have this problem here because the skirt is gray and I feel like it doesn't really match up with the rest of it. The gray looks a little bit too warm. I think it should be a cooler gray. Otherwise, like, the gray looks fine, but, I mean, it worked with the design. I'm pretty sure gray, black, and white could, like, work with anything. But it just looks a little bit too warm, and I'm not sure if that's a marker or something like that. But I feel like it would look better if it was, like, a colder gray, because, you already have that warm color in her skin, and it's almost like a lime green in her hair, which is a warm color, so I feel like that would look nicer if it was like a cool steel gray or something. I also think that maybe she could use some more details on her outfit, like you saw how I put some stars on her skirt or anything like that on her, like the hem of her skirt or on her shirt or something. Not sure. I feel like it would just give it a lot more life to it. I don't know if this is just one outfit she has or anything, but that's just a suggestion. Other than that, I think she's really cute and I like her art style a lot. I don't know why I interpreted it as like a child. I thought that she would be much littler. I don't know, like not like a child, but like younger looking kind of. Like I thought she would look more like a dollish robot. Even though I said not to make it look like a doll. Like, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm going on a tangent. I need to stop talking. Well, that's kind of all the time I have. I don't really want to go above 10 minutes, even though I'm going to end up doing it, because I'm trying to keep these short. So, thank you for sending in your character. They're adorable. And I give them a 7 out of 10. If anyone watching this is interested in a review, you can look in the description below, and I'll put the email where you can email your description of your character and your reference image. I'll describe it more in the description. Alright, so I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching, and happy character creating!